masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Waiting! 65!
Now the first carry for Bush. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out, because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three. Regular. Switch gears. Hurry.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
King. What? Twist.
Hey, team 6. General West.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
He's coming, double up.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He's checking. Hurry. Check 43. Pistol.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Chopper! 15. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Hurry! What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On 3rd down, Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Let's go.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, Sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
6-6, pull it high.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Bush, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Wentz. He's got his man on the comebacker. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now it's blocked. Now the Charger, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, Zoo! Outside, solid.
On second down, it's Bush. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Oh, look at the juke. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys.
Hey, high 7.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 37.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Mayfield to throw it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jerry Tillery, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 17, Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the right side with Bush. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Wentz now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Right here. Watch that.
87.
3 down. Odd.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch 15. Mike 15. Pick it up.
Five.
Right, let's go.
Hurry.
Now Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
15's the max. I got 15. Come on, dude.
Real.
Watch the shot.
Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 70 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Crunch down, defense.
Lefty.
Under crunch. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All right, T, let's check. All right,
Let's find 7.
check 3.
Hey, work out.
Now Wentz on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Hey, turn it up. Hurry.
Motion.
On third down, Hunt. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw again on second down. Wentz.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
61, matchbox right. Mike 20. I hope you got the man.
Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Mike 20. Let him know.
No.
Mike 20. Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
Second and long. He's got Burton here. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Good job.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
48, Chargers 8. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. The 30. 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Well, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Chargers, first down.
81.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check. Hey, echo.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Come on. Pilot, 64. Weak. Man 5-7. Hey, Charlie.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns out now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
King.
Mayfield now. Throws right side, and that's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Foxtrot. Hurry.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I got you, boy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the ball. Safe. Point it right.
point it right, point it right. Hey, Delta. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry!
Line 15. Hey, get the weight room.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Watch the twist.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receiver.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
What? 180. Regular. Real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
180.
I got 15.
Hurry.
6 man. Check curls. Light 15.
From the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, that's it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 31. Check.
Run. Hey, kill. Hey, Zoo.
Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
44, Mike, 44.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They're going to look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They got the football via the interception on that last drive, and he almost gave it right back to the opposition the same way.
Certainly looks like they've got a pretty good bead on what they're trying to do on offense. The receivers are being locked down. Hard to find places to fit the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
You got nothing today.
Hey, lock it.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Back and go full strength.
Wins to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. One final try now for Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my